with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. A big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in a shooting guard. Now Butler. After the missed 3 from Joel Embiid, pass to Tobias. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Over Harris. And there's Myers-Leonard on the assist by Robinson. Here's Milton. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Nunn. About a minute played so far here in the first. He dishes it to Butler. Lets it go from deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Milton, defended by Butler. Milton's shot is good.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Butler. Leonard trying to break free. And it's Butler missing. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Magic.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Here's Nunn. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. High arcing shot.
You look at this combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
Here's Horford. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
He'd have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Nunn passes to Robinson. He kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
Boy, you got to stay grounded on that pump fake. Butler really effective at getting the defender to jump into his space.
Free throw, good Butler. And the hard scrabble upbringing for Jimmy Butler, well chronicled in Houston, Texas. He says it played a part in making him the person Clark he is today, but it doesn't explain him.
That's a great way to put it, Kevin, because we are certainly influenced by our experiences and our past, but it doesn't dictate where we'll go in the future. He bounced around for 4 years in different places from age 13 on. No recruiting buzz out of high school, and from there to here, that's a major climb. Credit to Jimmy Butler.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
None. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Embiid, no good.
The defense there got away with a major collapse.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kind of a quirky personality for Jimmy Butler, more than a little mischief in his sense of fun.
Yeah, but he's always got a method to his madness, and I heard it once said that you have to dare to be great, and to dare to be great, you've got to dare to be different, and Jimmy doesn't mind being different. How about listening to country music, something he started in college at Marquette to annoy his teammates, and then also this. Would you do this, Kevin? Give your phone number out at a press conference? Jimmy Butler daring to be different and daring to be great.
The first one falls. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Now here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Milton. From downtown, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's none. Outside Leonard. Butler on the wing. The three ball. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, and the dunk by Embiid.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model. A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now.
And you talk about their ranking in terms of opponents' points per game. They really stifle teams. I mean, they eliminate the easy run-outs in transition, and they force you to play 5-on-5 and take difficult shots.
Now, here's Butler. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense. And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
Here's Milton. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. There's the pass to Simmons. Fires from the wing. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Poked loose and stolen by Simmons. Goes up and Simmons slams it in.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition, and that's a mindset but also activity and energy display.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the 2nd straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Now here's Butler. He has 6. Now Robinson. 5 on the clock. High post try, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Not letting the defender change his shot. Butler showing you what concentration he has and focus to match.
Here's Burke. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
That free throw, no good. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic.
Yes.
Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Hall is also in that list.
You'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
O'Quinn finds Burke. Buries the jump shot. Here's Hero. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando. Jones against Harris. Takes the 3, and Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Jones. Dragic has got 5 now.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Thibault. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shoots from the elbow. Off the left rim and out.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the score by Miami. Here's Harris. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
One shot.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here's Hero. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Harris drives in. Got a piece of it. Here's Hero. Dishes to Dragic. Ring shot on the way. Drained for 2 points. And the Heat lead by 7. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
No good from Dragic.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. and smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jump.
Now Harris, after the missed three from Goran Dragic, Harris kicks to Burke. Pass to Thibault. On the wing, Harris. From outside, off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Hero. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. Break in the action means we can check out the best defensive teams in the league this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The 76ers third.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Now, here's Scott. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Harris, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
The 76ers shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Harris.
A big X factor for the Sixers, I think, will be the development of Ben Simmons' jump shot. He's got to become at least a threat as a perimeter shooter if they're going to have a chance to win it all.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Korkmaz following the score by Miami. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Burke. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. O'Quinn dishes to Ennis. Left side Harris over Jones. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 8 points for Tobias Harris.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch and shoot jumpers off nicely.
Pass to Hero. Kept alive, Silva. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's Miami, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Ennis. Then there's Burke. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2 guard. And that one falls for Jones. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Dragic looking it over. Shoots over Burke. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat. And it's Burke with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Ennis passes to Burke. Now, here's O'Quinn. He's guarded by Johnson. Harris's shot is off.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Passes it to O'Quinn. And again, it's Philadelphia. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Dragic left side. Jones for 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Burke kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Burke. Here's Korkmaz. And Jones over to help. To the paint. Here's Ennis. Can't get it to fall.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
It's stolen by Harris. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Timeout called the Heat. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. And they were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And checking out some numbers for Tobias Harris. He's been in good form here the last few weeks, putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And it's Butler missing. The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons on the wing. 23 points for him the last game against Boston.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. Korkmaz passes to Simmons. The shot comes out. Now the Heat take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And stolen by Simmons. It's Korkmaz in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Miami leading by 6. Johnson, the pass to Nunn. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. Ben Simmons, number 1.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. Fades. And the shot goes down.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Shoots it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Heat lead by 6. Here's Milton. Outside, Simmons. Feeds to Horford. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended. Was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
That's good from Horford. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Nunn.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set too.
Here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. And there's the pass to Tobias. This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Milton. Shoots. Embiid trying to break loose. Another miss by Philadelphia.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Nunn. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And the shot goes in.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Pass to Embiid. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Here's Simmons. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Horford finds Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid trying to break loose.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Deep 2 from Robinson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Milton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Pass to Robinson. And here's Adebayo. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. Horford, no luck.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. 3-pointer, Butler. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
That puts them in the lead. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's none, and it's sent back by Horford. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Heat. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Clock at 4. Deep 2 from Robinson. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. '76ers trailing. Here's Thibault. 8 points his last outing. Passes to Simmons. The kick out to Scott. Here's Horford. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And that one, good.
Now Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
Butler feeling out a bit. Fades and shoots. Scott pulls it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Thibault, the pass to Scott. Here's Thibault, defended by Butler. Lets it go with a three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Miami the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. That one good for 2. Adebayo's got 6 here in this quarter. The 76ers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Simmons kicks to Horford. And it's off from three-point range. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Nunn. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Shots good by Butler. And now a 9-point Heat lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Thibault can't get it to go.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Took him no time at all on that one. Nunn's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
The pass to Thibault to stop the run. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Miami leading by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nunn passes to Robinson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Butler has elevated himself to one of the game's all-star players, an all-around player who thrives on competition.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. And it was nothing short of an offensive barrage as the second quarter wore on, as they were able to close out the half with a 15-7 run. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that's going to do it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Myers Leonard is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position.
Boy, it's really hard trying to contain Butler. He's so strong and aggressive and has good ball skills. He excels at drawing contact on the way up.
For Miami, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
The free throw drops for Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Simmons. Over Robinson, and that one's good. Simmons got 6.
Hey, really, you don't have many more options when Simmons is that close to the cup. I mean, this guy's just too smart.
Nunn passes to Butler. To the inside, Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Floats one, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside. He's got 8.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely. Well, you look at Ben Simmons and that great body of his and the skills of a guard. That is an incredibly unique combination.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. And Clark standing 6'10". Has there ever been a player Ben Simmons' size or bigger who could handle and pass like this?
I really don't think so, Kevin. Obviously, LeBron is 2 inches shorter and probably 15 pounds heavier. Giannis is more of a scorer than a passer and facilitator. Magic Johnson was the first of the true 6'8"-ish point guards. He might be the closest when you look at Ben Simmons, but man, he's special because of that size and passing ability.
And he knocks down the first one.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game, and quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
And Simmons drops them both. Clark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you've got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia?
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Kicks it to Horford. Simmons passes to Embiid. Pass to Milton. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by Butler.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Milton the pass to Simmons. The dish to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's none. That shot misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Milton. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. The Heat leading by 5. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Myers-Leonard. And Jones subbed in for Robinson. Trey Burks checked in for the 76ers. Here's none. Guarded by Simmons. Outside, Jones. 5 to shoot. From deep, Johnson gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 5.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Burke looking over the floor. Over Butler. Burke can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Simmons. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
I think this is what we all want to see from Simmons. More of him expanding his game and working in the jump shot.
Timeout called, the Heat.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
A moment here to see the numbers for Simmons. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 22 points per, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Here's Butler. No good off the back of the rim. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, seems like everything he's putting up is finding the net. And right now, Harris is simply balling out.
None passes to Johnson. Harris against Jones. Butler from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Horford throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in.
You know, he was the 3rd pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Simmons. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Fires from the line. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Johnson. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Johnson's got 7 points in the game. Simmons against Dragic. Here's Harris. The 76ers with another miss.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
He dishes it to Burke. Passes it to Horford. Back to Burke. Jacks up a three. Here's Harris. Some solid defense from Butler.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Johnson, good.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Burke, the pass to Horford. Now here's Burke over Johnson. Excellent D there by Johnson.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at the Heat. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course there's Philadelphia, 3 games behind.
And seeing where the 76ers are, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Shot clock at 3. They need this one. O'Quinn, great positioning on the putback. O'Quinn's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Free throw good, Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Both free throws good from Dragic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
O'Quinn dishes to Burke. Back to O'Quinn. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Here's Hero. Shot from the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Korkmaz passes to Burke. Now O'Quinn. Back to Burke. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. Burke's got 6.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Hero. Defended by Scott. Yep, that one goes. He's got 6.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now the pass to O'Quinn. Here's Burke.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking.
know, you go back to their three-point field goal percentage, some true dead eyes on their roster, no doubt. And that's such a luxury offensively. They have been absolutely lights out.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Hero. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Ennis. D right on him. O'Quinn can't hit. Miami leading by 4. Here's Hero. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Derek Jones. The 76ers making a switch here. Ennis taking his time here. Throws it up high. Trying to find Scott. Gets it to him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Goran Dragic. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. 1:24 left to play here in the third. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the 76ers. Pass to Korkmaz. It's good. The assist that time for Menace.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Dragic. The high post shot. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Scott on the wing. Pass to Ennis. Down to 5 on the shot clock for the lead. Dragic with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Silva, the pass to Dragic. That's tipped. Passes it to Thibault. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Olynyk.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He misses the free throw. it's tied up with that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And here's Dragic. He's got 9. To stop the drought. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Mike Scott. He's out there with Ennis. Korkmaz is out there with Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
For 3. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. Olynyk can't hit. Here's Thibault. Down low. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
It's dangerous now letting Embiid get this deep. You're asking to get posterized with the throwdown.
Outside Dragic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dragic has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Horford comes in for Mike Scott. And Simmons subbed in for Korkmaz. Dragic against Simmons. Dragic gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 2. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Simmons passes to Ennis. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And the rejection by Leonard. Up top, Dragic. Guarded by Simmons. Back to Dragic. Shoots the 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
The pass to Ennis. Dishes it to Embiid. Back to Ennis. Three-pointer. And the 76ers get it back. Chalk up 2 there. And that's 12 points for Joel Embiid.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Nunn passes to Dragic. Here's Nunn. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. So he gets them both. So it's Miami now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Leonard, the bounce pass. Outside Robinson. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th assist in this one. The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Thibault. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. He'd have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Count it. 16 points for Ben Simmons.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Here's Nunn. Back to Butler. The tray. And the Heat. Another 3.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Here's Thibault. There's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Nunn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. That one misses. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris looking it over. Pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Embiid inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. And a dunk by Horford.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Here's Nunn. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Heat lead by 4.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Milton. 6 to shoot. Back to Horford. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half. Looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. The Heat have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. They get a hand on it. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris has got the ball. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Outside Butler. Nunn passes to Robinson. Deep. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Outside, Simmons. To take the lead, here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Butler. Defense is right there. Good on the shot.
I mean, the mid-range jumper of Butler is impressive as he continues to get better from here.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hilton the pass to Embiid. He kicks it to Simmons. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Harris, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And Philadelphia calls time here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
Free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And he nails the third.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Miami's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Leonard finds Robinson. Outside Butler from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. That's good from Horford on the assist from Harris. 18 points for Horford.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Robinson misses. The 76ers leading by 3. For 3, Harris, but they recover it. Embiid. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's none. And no good that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
None passes to Butler. And stolen by Simmons. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
Free throw, no good. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. And he sinks the second. Miami with the ball, trailing here by 8. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Adebayo kicks to Butler. They need this. The putback out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Simmons against Adebayo. Bucket is good. Simmons got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
Some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years Clark of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steal us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ben Simmons.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now here's Butler. Not a lot of room. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Simmons against Dragic, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Passes it to Silva. Pulls it up. That one wide left.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
The three from Johnson. The shot off that time. Here's Neto. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.